They both like some strung out meth heads. I'm not even lying. And that's what them drugs will do to you, fam. Them drugs will sit up there and make you abuse your baby and shit, bro. Make you sit up there and you know what I'm saying, do violent acts and shit, bro. That's what them drugs will do to you. Keep it 1,000 charge, bro.
See that AP on my hand. See Terrell the go fan. All these pussies got no motion.
K. Blaha was born on April 21st, 1998. She grew up in Fort Dodge, Iowa, and graduated from the local high school. Going over her many Facebook profiles, 18 to be exact, it appeared that Taylor had a great love for animals, in particular, her calico-colored guinea pig named Harley. Taylor Blaha and Brandon Toma became a couple. They subsequently welcomed a son, David, in June of 2020. They appear to have an on-again, off-again relationship, but per social media, became engaged in May of 2020. At some point, drugs became a part of the couple's lives.
On November 22nd, 2022, Webster County Law Enforcement Center received a call from Shannon Heffley with the Iowa Department of Human Services. It was roughly 2:47 in the afternoon, and Shannon had just met with
High in the palace, take the pounds, I'm high in dollars. You know that car ain't got no mileage. Bitch, I'm booted off for Molly. Got the munchies, I'm eating Takis. I'm just being honest. See my dreams, know I'm chasing. So my
K. Blaha was born on April 21st, 1998. She grew up in Fort Dodge, Iowa, and graduated from the local high school. Going over her many Facebook profiles, 18 to be exact, it appeared that Taylor had a great love for animals, in particular, her calico-colored guinea pig named Harley. Taylor Blaha and Brandon Toma became a couple. They subsequently welcomed a son, David, in June of 2020. They appear to have an on-again, off-again relationship, but per social media, became engaged in May of 2020. At some point, drugs became a part of the couple's lives.
On November 22nd, 2022, Webster County Law Enforcement Center received a call from Shannon Heffley with the Iowa Department of Human Services. It was roughly 2:47 in the afternoon, and Shannon had just met with Taylor Blaha at the Unity Point Trinity Regional Medical Center. Now, according to Taylor, she had just given birth to a baby girl in her apartment. Her fiance, Brandon Toma, had buried the little girl in an
They both like some strung out meth heads. I'm not even lying. That's what them drugs will do to you, fam. Them drugs will sit up there and make you abuse your baby and shit, bro. Make you sit up there and you know what I'm saying, do violent acts and shit, bro. That's what them drugs will do to you. Keep it 1,000 charge, bro. You sit up here and strangled your baby. I mean, you buried your baby.
location.
Detective Amy Strickler of the Webster County Sheriff's Office responded to the hospital and met with Shannon before conducting an interview with the young mother. Taylor, who was 24 at the time of our story, told the detective that she first learned that she was pregnant in April of 2022. Her fiance, 31-year-old Brandon Toma, was the father of the child, whom they named Kayleen Lee Blaha. At the time of our story, the couple's son, David, was 2 years old.
Taylor went on to explain that on November 16th, Kayleen was born in the bathroom of the apartment that the couple shared located at 927 Central Avenue in Fort Dodge. She stated that Brandon was in the bedroom when she gave birth, but once the baby was born, he came into the bathroom to help her. She shared that Kayleen was born alive, crying and moving her arms and legs. She said that she opened her eyes, revealing to Taylor that her eyes were brown. By all accounts, this was a completely healthy baby from the looks of it. According to Taylor, Brandon provided her with crystal meth to help ease the pains associated with giving birth. We'll get into the rest of the story in just 1 minute. Please stay with us for the following ad. It not only supports the show, but it helps us support local charities in our area.
This week's episode has been brought to you by MyHeritage DNA. Regions than any other test. And it's clear that she and Brandon had no intentions of keeping the baby and had plans to allow her sister to adopt.
That don't make any sense. So you decided to sit up there and kill your baby because you didn't want it? Like, my guy, like, there's different resources, fam. You could have, like you said, give it up for adoption. You know what I'm saying? Like, call the police. You know what I'm saying? They would have took your baby, bro, to the hospital. You know what I'm saying? You could have dropped it off at the hospital, bro. But you did all of this? Like, that's what I'm saying, bro. You motherfuckers just don't think. Don't think for shit, bro. And then you decide to do meth to cope with your whatever pain you have, fam. Like, get your goofy ass on, bro. Ain't no excuses, bro, when you bringing in a child in this world, fam. Like, you was bogus, bro. You bogus, fam. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. She's bogus, bro.
However, the couple became nervous after the baby's birth, believing that her cries would alert the neighbors to the situation and that law enforcement would be contacted.
Now, babies are born outside of the hospital all of the time, but Taylor and Brandon were worried that they would find out that Kayleen was born with drugs in her system. Even though they did not intend to keep her, they were worried that the authorities would remove 2-year-old David from their home. And they...
Shit, you already know, fam. You already know that, fam. Like, what type of question is that, bro? Talking about you're afraid, you already know that's gonna happen, bro. If you sat up there and did this to your baby, fam. If you sat up there and you know what I'm saying, abused your baby and shit, you already know they coming for your 2-year-old son. I'm keeping 1,000 with y'all, bro. You already know that, Miss Lady, so I don't know why you know what I'm saying, you acting all scared and shit. You shouldn't be scared, bro. You shouldn't, bro. Because you already know they coming for that child, bro. They finna come take that child from you, bro. Just because of what you did, bro.
couldn't have that.
So, Taylor went on to place her newborn inside of the bathtub and filled it about halfway with water. Next, she placed both of her hands on the baby's chest.
Question: would you build a website for a major brand with more than 200 million?
Throw the book at this lady, bro. Like, that's like inhumane, bro. Like, that's some inhumane shit, bro. Like, you really sat up there and unalived your baby, bro, by sitting up there drowning it. Like, you was lame, bro. Like, you don't get no cool points, Miss Lady. Like, did you think you were gonna get any cool points, any brownie points for killing your baby? Like, no, you only did this, you know what I'm saying, to yourself, fam. You only in jail because of what you did, bro. You can't sit up there and blame nobody else, bro. Cause I bet you she started pointing fingers and shit, bro. You can't do that, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know you fucked up, bro. You know you fucked up, bro.
Tiny body under the water, ultimately causing her death by drowning. On the same day that she was born, Kayleen Lee Blaha died at the hands of her parents.
Afterwards, Brandon removed Kayleen from the bath.
So what you gonna do? You gonna try to blame your parents now? Like, get your goofy ass home, Miss Lady. Like, y'all can't sit up there and charge her parents.
And placed her inside a plastic storage container, wrapped her in multiple layers of trash bags, and then stuffed her inside a black backpack.
You bogus, bro.
Taylor informed Detective Stringer that Brandon left apartment 221 in the early morning hours of November 17th with the backpack containing their dead daughter. He returned later with an empty backpack. The downtown Fort Dodge area has multiple surveillance video systems owned by the city, private individuals, and businesses. Video from these systems were utilized in locating, tracking, and identifying Brandon.
We only elevating from here. 2024, you know what I'm saying? We taking over, bro.
Taylor. Utilizing this technology, Brandon was observed leaving the Wakansa apartments during the early morning hours of November 17th and returning approximately 20 minutes later. Brandon is first seen leaving the area of the apartments carrying a backpack that contains a rectangular-shaped object. When he returns approximately 20 minutes later, the backpack is very clearly empty, not containing the same rectangular shaped object.
And that's why I tell y'all every single time, bro, like when I make these videos and shit, bro, like, if you gonna do something, do it right, bro. Do it right, fam. She didn't think she was gonna get caught, bro. Miss Lady, it's cameras everywhere, bro. Like, do you realize that, fam? Like, you're not gonna get away with anything nowadays, bro. So, like I said, you might as well just sit back, chill, bro. You should have sobered up and shit, bro. You should have got your life together, bro. I'm keeping the thighs with you, fam. But no, this is what you chose to do, bro. Like, you don't get no respect, bro. Like, motherfuckers see you, they gonna say, you sat up there and John's your baby, bro. That's what they know you as, bro. That's what they gonna know you as, fam. The motherfucker who sat up there and drowned her baby, bro. I'm keeping the thighs on Charles, fam. Like, you was a goofy, Miss Lady. Like, this don't make no fucking sense, bro. Like, you really sat up there and did this shit, bro. When you could have sat up there and gave it up for adoption like you was gonna do towards the beginning, bro. Or you could have sat up there and called the hospital or drove it to the hospital, bro. Dropped it off at the hospital. Or you could have called the police. Keep the thighs on you, fam. But no, you want to go through all the extras and shit and kill your baby. For what? For what? Did you think you were gonna gain like clout, bro? Like fame, bro? Like that's not a good thing to be known about. Oh, the beauty of this shit.
Officers. Brandon admitted to leaving the apartment during the early morning hours of November 17th with Kayleen, who was dead, inside of a rectangular shaped basket wrapped in garbage bags and at least one towel inside of the black backpack. Specifically, when shown photographs of himself leaving the area of the apartment and returning to the area of the apartment, Brandon admits that Kayleen was inside of the backpack and then later removed.
Right.
When he returned 20 minutes later, he did confirm that she was discarded.
According to Taylor, she and Brandon kept sections of Kayleen's umbilical cord as some sort of keepsake to remember her by. During the execution of a search warrant on November 23rd, an object consistent with an umbilical cord or remains of a human placenta was recovered from the top drawer of a dresser located inside of the apartment.
Throughout the course of the investigation, multiple cellular devices were seized from Taylor and Brandon. Now, in addition to other key information, which we'll get to in just a moment.
And that's another thing, too. When you in these type of situations, you already know they're going to, you know what I'm saying, do a warrant on the phones, any devices you got to see, you know what I'm saying? Was you looking this shit up? Was you planning it and shit? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm keeping the thighs on y'all, bro. When you in these type of situations, just know they coming for them devices. I'm keeping the thighs with you, bro. So you put yourself in this situation. It's like, fucking idiot.
Each of their devices contained searches for information
Told you, bro.
on how to force a woman to have a miscarriage. During her interview, Taylor confirmed to
This is
Detective
sad,
Stringer
bro.
that she and Brandon did attempt to cause a miscarriage, however, they were unsuccessful. Communication between the couple, as viewed through their cellular devices, confirms conversations about where Brandon claims to have left Kayleen's body.
According to Taylor, which was further confirmed through text messages recovered between the couple, Brandon initially discarded Kayleen's body in a wooded area near the Kenyon Road Bridge. However, multiple searches of that location were unsuccessful.
Then, on December 5th, Brandon indicated to law enforcement that he would take them to the actual location where he left Kayleen's body, a rural area north of the North Central Iowa Regional Landfill. Essentially, Brandon threw his newborn daughter away as if she was garbage. From December 5th through December 6th,
fucked up,
a full excavation of that area was
Right.
completed, but unfortunately it was unsuccessful. Kayleen was nowhere to be found.
The two people are in jail, arrested in connection to the death of a newborn baby in Fort Dodge. Brandon Toma and Taylor Blaha are facing first-degree murder charges. Toma is all.
Like I said, bro, so at the beginning of this video, that's what them drugs will do to you, bro. When you doing meth, you know what I'm saying, coke, you know what I'm saying, PCP, that's what it'll do to you, bro. It'll make you do shit like that, bro. I'm keeping the thighs on y'all, fam. This shit ain't no joke, fam.
Facing a charge of abuse of a corpse. Now, police got a call on November 22nd claiming a woman had given birth. The baby died, and then the body was later moved somewhere else. Both are held on cash bond. Crime Stoppers is still offering $1,500.
A judge has approved a competency hearing for a Fort Dodge mother accused of killing her newborn daughter. That hearing now scheduled for February 3rd for Taylor Blaha. The judge also has denied Blaha's request for a new attorney, citing her refusal to meet with her court-appointed attorney on multiple occasions and her demand for a speedy trial. She's set to go on trial coming up February 28th.
My thing is, how y'all gonna beat this when y'all running y'all fucking mouth? When y'all done ran your mouth already, bro. For one, you shut the fuck up. And for two, he went in there and just ran it. Like I said, bro. He went in there and started talking, bro. So it's like, how you gonna sit up there and win, bro? When it's all on camera, you trying to, you know what I'm saying, discard it and shit, bro. They got you on camera with the fucking bag, bro. So how's you gonna come up out of that? Y'all gotta understand where I'm coming from. I'm keeping the eyes on y'all, bro. Like, y'all some idiots, bro.
And Brandon Tama are charged with first-degree murder in the November 2022 death of their daughter. Tama is also charged with abuse of a corpse. His trial is set for August 8th. The remains of that baby have not been found at this time.
The Fort Dodge Police Department said it's continuing to investigate all credible leads to find Kayleen's body. The police department encourages anyone with information to contact the police or submit a tip anonymously via Crime Stoppers. Captain Quinn says
That's sad, bro. That's the end of this video. Y'all give me y'all thoughts on this one. I love y'all, and I'm gonna see you on the next one, man. I'm out.
AV shit, nigga. I take my blick into space. Niggas get put in the vase. Don't give a fuck about the case. Come up there high up a chase bank. Pull up this lane, can't